Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Sorry, I'm late. I was just sorting out the thumbnail for the show. So apologies on that one. Sometimes you're not quite ready with the thumbnail, so I had to obviously get my graphic designer, one of my graphic designers, sorry, to do it. So yeah, apologies on the lateness, but listen, as Matisse says, lateness is greatness. I'm not always late. Don't do this, Jimmy. I'm not always late. I'm more enough. I'm always actually on time, but because I do have panel shows, um, it can be late. But again, because I'm on my own, I get it. I shouldn't be late. But nevertheless, we've got pressing matters more than lateness. That's definitely for sure. And breaking news coming from the Daily Mail, Chris Wheeler, who's again, there's people who, you could associate the Daily Mail with, but Chris Wheeler is very, very well connected with Manchester United Football Club. So when you hear people like Chris Wheeler, Mike Keegan, there's a few, Chris, Laurie Whitwell, these guys are well connected. Samuel Lucas, I know people won't like him, and rightly so, but they are very connected to Manchester United Football Club. And he's come out with a piece on the Daily Mail that now is saying that Manchester United are being accused of covering up the alleged attack on Antony's ex-girlfriend. Um, it's crazy. It is getting crazier by the day. The news is getting more and more deeper by the day. But we're gonna delve into it. Please do smash the like button on the video. But this is serious allegations by the victim involved in the case, who accuses Manchester United of covering up Antony's assault allegation. So, with no further ado, we are going to go straight into the article. I'm going to break it down bit by bit. So I need you all to stay focused, to basically be mindful in the comments as usual, to not put any silly comments in there. Because, like I said, this is a very, very sensitive subject. I'm just waiting for this to take it down. How do I take this Arteta interview down? I don't want to see Arteta interview. This is what happens when you don't have ad blocker on here, mate. This is why I need ad blocker, mate. So can I not just put ad blocker on here? What's going on here, mate? Well, there we go. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't need ads, man. Why are you doing this to me? But anyway, Manchester United. Oh my God, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. Bear with me, people, because I don't want to see this on the side. There we go. Right, cool. Manchester United have been accused of trying to cover up allegations that Brazil star Antony attacked his girlfriend. The bombshell accusation has been made by Gabrielle Cavalin and her lawyers to Sao Paulo civil police, who are investigating the allegations of assault alongside Greater Manchester Police. United described any suggestions of a cover-up as categorically false on Wednesday night. So Manchester United have come out and basically categorically denied any involvement in covering up these allegations, which again, like I said to you, they are serious allegations. So I would kind of understand in obviously right now where Manchester United are in this investigation, that they wouldn't want to be accused of basically covering it up, because that's something that you don't want to be seen as Man United. Man United have to be impartial in this situation. Manchester United have to protect everybody's interest in this situation. So when you look at that scenario, the fact that Man United on a Wednesday night have had to come out today and categorically deny the story is, for me, it's honestly it's wild. It is wild. It really, really is. Let me carry on with the story. Cavalin claims the club dispatched senior player support officer Daniel Bellotti to Hyatt Regency Hotel. I actually know where this is, by the way. This is right next to where my family house used to live. It's like a five-star hotel. For those that don't know where Hyatt Hotel is, it's a five-star hotel, and Manchester United tend to stay there sometimes if they are staying overnight. They used to quite a lot, but I think Ten Hag has changed it where they now have to turn up to the stadium themselves in their own cars. But like I said to you, Cavalin claims the club dispatched senior player support officer Daniel Bellotti to Hyatt Regency Hotel, where it's alleged that Antony assaulted his girlfriend on January the 15th. She says the 23-year-old headbutted her and then caused one of her breast implants to become dislodged by throwing her forcefully onto the bed and falling on top of her. She claims she needed reconstructive surgery and also suffered a cut to her head. Wow, quite graphic situations there. Yeah, I used that hotel a few times. Yeah, so basically this hotel is in South Manchester, and obviously um it's where the situation occurred. So yeah, listen, man, this is wild, man. So basically, what she's accusing him of is that he head-butted her and then caused one of her breast implants to become dislodged by throwing her forcefully onto the bed and falling on top of her. She claims she had needed to reconstructive surgery and also suffered a cut to her head. Obviously, that's her. Obviously, I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm just gonna swiftly go there. That's it. And obviously, man's, keep it halal and that. You get me? So basically, we carry on. Anthony is alleged to have contacted members of the club and doctors after an alleged violent incident in January 2023. So basically, he contacted the club doctors, and United have insisted Cavallin's claim are categorically false. Let's carry on, people. Make sure you are make sure you guys are keeping up with the story, because like I said, we've got ads in here. I don't know why these ads are keeping popping up, man. It's crazy, man, why we can't have no ads in this conversation. But anyway, let's carry on. Cavalier's legal team allege that Bertolli tried to conceal the attack by calling a club doctor to assess her so that she would not go into a hospital and arouse any suspicion. Wow. She's accusing the staff counseling team of this, which is crazy. So she's trying to say basically that Bertolli, the club council, let me see what she says here. Who is it? They're the club senior player support officer. The club senior support officer tried to conceal the attack by calling the club doctor to assess her so she would not go to a hospital. Wow, that's crazy, man. Again, you know what I mean? If she was denied that and they tried to cover up, that again is wild, man. That again is absolutely wild that you want to cover up that story. By the way, there's 151,000 people watching this story right now, which is crazy. Reports in Brazil on Wednesday claimed that they have also asked Sao Paulo police to investigate Bertolli's role in the incident, and the lawyers have also requested CCTV footage from the hotel. So now the hotel are involved in all of this. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen, people, we don't know people's motive. She could be looking for some situation we don't know. She could be an actual victim. Right now, this is her version of the event. We don't know Anthony's version of events. So that's why it's kind of mad when you actually deep it in that aspect. United confirmed on Wednesday night that a member of staff arranged for a private doctor to visit Cavallin at Anthony's request, but denied she was treated by any of the club medical staff. So again, Man United deny that they offered any medical to her by the medical staff. It is understood to be common for United's welfare team to arrange for doctors to see partners and families, members of players. United insists neither the club of or Bertolli were aware of any allegation of assault against Antony until they appeared in the Brazilian media in June. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. A statement read, any suggestions of the club covered up these allegations is categorically false. So short and sweet, people. Very, very short and sweet. Anthony denied Cavallin's claims that he assaulted her on 4 occasions and volunteered himself for the interview in June. United have also said they will cooperate with any police inquiries. The club have resisted calls for domestic abuse campaigns to suspend the player, although manager Erik ten Hag has the option to rest Antony and shield him from the spotlight when his team return to action uh, against Brighton in 9 days' time. United issue a short statement on Wednesday saying Manchester United acknowledges the allegations made against Antony and notes the police are conducting inquiries pending further investigation. The club will be making no further comments. As a club, we are taking the matter seriously with the consideration of the impact of those allegations and subsequent reporting will have on survivors of abuse. Obviously, we're looking at that situation there. That is, I think, Anthony's girlfriend, Rosaline Silva, has been seen living in the couple's mansion in a suit. Oh, so that's actual Anthony's girlfriend right now. So this is currently Anthony's girlfriend right there. She's called Rosaline Silva. So again, we're dealing with an ex-partner. Are you guys with me? Are you guys following this very, very carefully? Again, like I said, I can't read the comments now, but I will get to the comments as I go on. United have advised to proceed cautiously on the basis that police investigations are ongoing in both UK and Brazil. The club have tried to learn that criticism of their handling of Mason Greenwood, who was suspended for 18 months and sent out on loan to Getafe last week after being accused of attempted rape and assault. Greenwood denies the allegations and the Crown Prosecution Service dropped all charges in February. United spoke to officials from the Professional Football Association on Wednesday and also um, taken advice from Women's Aid in recent weeks. Teresa Parker, head of media at Women's Aid, who developed the Football United Against Domestic Violence campaign, said, "We have been speaking to Manchester United over the past few weeks and recently met with them to talk about the work we do and the charity in our football campaign. Sharing science and knowledge are important to create an understanding of domestic abuse, which can be factored into future decision making. At Women's Aid, we welcome the conversations and value building relationships that we hope will have a positive impact around the world." And there we have it, people. There we have it. That is the full article, people, of the Antony story. And yeah, guys, it doesn't look good. I'm going to get a couple of super chats here. You could be running up that road to be up, right? You be running up the road, be running up that hill with no future. I don't know if that's a song, bro, but I don't recognize that song, my brother. Uh, there's more action and breaking news on your channel than ever before, and your channel has never been more active. Keep up the good work. I don't want to be active. I don't want to be covering these kind of stories, but they are what they are. You know what I mean? They're about Manchester United, so it's only right we cover it in the best kind of way possible. You know what I mean? That's both informative and obviously both, you know what I mean, the people can understand. But listen, man, people, this is not good reading. It absolutely isn't, man. You know, Manchester United dealt with the situation with Mason Greenwood terribly. You've seen it. You've seen the comment or the statement by Richard Arnold. You've seen how the way he handled it. You've seen how the way, you know, it took so long for the cooperation of Man United and obviously the police and just in general the turmoil or the kind of, I would say, oh, the feel around the football club wasn't great at all. You know, it wasn't great at all. When you actually deep in the fan base, the toxicity is absolutely crazy. And again, like I said to you, people, Antony is innocent until proven guilty. You know, like that is the situation right now. So again, you know, Antony right now hasn't told his side of the story, or he has, but we don't know about it. You know, we don't know about what Antony has said. It could be a different, you know, absolute recollection or just a general kind of version of events. So we don't know what he's said. And that's what makes it all the worse for him right now at this minute. Because right now, like I said to you, the evidence, everything is mounting against him. Everything that is put out there, she's now telling. And now Man United have having to come out here and say, right, this is categorically false. We don't believe in this argument. We don't believe in what she said. You know, we have not tried to cover it up. And the worst thing for Man United, if they are found guilty of covering it up, boy, man, boy, boy, everyone in that situation needs to be sacked. Every single person who is involved in that situation needs to be sacked immediately on the spot. If they are found guilty, and that, like I said to you, the CCTV is there, and the club doctor comes into the place, and happens and that happens, boy, that's when it gets seriously peak. So, you know what? Like for me, when you look at it, I said Richard Arnold should leave after the Mason Greenwood situation. The way he dealt with that situation there, and the way he tried to kind of put it into his own statement, you kind of thought, for himself, he needs to go, let alone anyone else. You know, but again, you know, it is a lot to take in, people. Big up to Lil Yo-Yo. The story changes a lot from her side, but of course it's best to be let the feds deal with it. Hope she gets help, of course, as it's messy. Of course, like I said, we don't know her motivation. You know, there's a lot of victims on the men's side. A lot of men get accused of the situation like this of allegations of domestic violence, allegation of rape, allegation of this, and in the end, sometimes the men is accused and then he's found to be innocent. And like I said, a lot of people say, you know what? Well, then they blame or there has to be some sort of action against the woman because you can't be falsely accusing people of situations, especially when he's in a privileged position, he's a footballer, and it's damaging to his career. That's the other flip side to it. And right now, like I said to you, while this is going, if he is then suspended by much, that's why Man United don't want to suspend him right now because he's not been charged. Once the police find their evidence and collate their evidence and find out what they're doing, then that's when they can charge him. And that's when Man United can say, right, hold on a minute, we'll have to just suspend you until further notice, until we can gather our information. We can then speak to the police and say, right, do you think it's appropriate for us to play this footballer? Do you think the evidence is mounting against him? Does it look good for him? They will have to assess it in their own way. So I feel like for me, this is damaging on both parts, man. It really, really is. And obviously, the way that Man United now are getting involved in this situation, or they've been basically, you know what I mean? If they are allegedly tried to cover it up, it is damning on their part as well. So it's madness, man. It's absolute madness. The incident happened in the month of January. Then why now, after September, after 8 months, why didn't she raise the incident? Of course, the thing is, Rahul, situations like this, they don't just come like that. You have to do a lot of investigation. You have to do a lot of situations like, and also it gets put on the priority list is obviously you have murder, you have all these situations here. Domestic abuse is not in the highest priority. That's just the way um it is in the UK, unfortunately. It's not up there. There's so many other crimes that are at probably a higher echelon or higher priority, as I would say. And obviously, when the police get to deal with it, then they get to deal with it. That's why now she's put it in the public interest or the media to get more publicity, to get more, I would say, you know, to get it out there, get more coverage, basically. That's what she's doing. She's trying to get more coverage for her story, which I don't blame her. If she feels like this has happened and the only way to do it is put it out there in the public, then I'm sorry, that's what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's just the way you kind of look at it. So again, I don't know the timeline of events. Obviously, we found out it was in January, the situation. But like I said, it's only come about now. And obviously, she's maybe looked at the Mason Greenwood situation and thought, you know what? He's not any different. He's not any different. He's done equally same harm to me, etc., etc. So in her situation, she's probably thinking, hold on a minute, how come there's a crime or there's a alleged crime happening there and it's getting sorted out, but then when I put my story out there, it's not been sorted out. So aye, this is crazy, man. Saeed, this is easy. We need medical reports and police reports. There we go. But again, we'll find out. We'll find out where the medical reports were. Were they from Man United? Were they from the hospital? Was she allowed not to be in the hospital? There's so many things you got to understand. Is it a crime to see a doctor? I don't think it's a crime to see a doctor. But what if they said that don't see a doctor, see Man United doctor, and she didn't want to see the Man United doctor. She wanted to go to the hospital. That was the situation. But then if they saying, no, 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 you're going to see us, so then they obviously then could cover it up and be like, you know what, nothing ever happened. And you know what, it was just maybe something else happened. They can minimize what had gone on. You got to realize that the club doctors can basically sway anything. They can write their own reports. Whereas obviously, if you go to a actual doctors, they're gonna write it in a way where they're not gonna cover it up because they're not gonna be taking bias towards anyone. They literally come and see you, and their duty of care is to see you, and look after you and write everything the way it's supposed to be written. So I don't think they would do that. But obviously, if Man United write it, they might have the interest of the player. They might have the interest of the situation. So it's crazy, man. People are saying there's a mafia, bro. I'm being serious, man. The Glazers might be a mafia. Bro, I'm watching Netflix at the minute, yeah, and I'm watching Who is Erin Carter? And I'm like, who is this woman? I don't know if you guys are watching Erin Carter at the minute, but bro, I'm like, who is this woman? How has she gone this? What's going on here? Who is she? And I'm like, who is Man United? Who are these people? Like, genuinely, who are these people running our football club? Because boy, these stories that are going out right now, and the cover-ups and the mishaps and the poor handling of Manchester United, it's absolutely, it begs belief. It beggars belief. Yeah, it's a nice show. I'm on episode 4. I'm on episode 4. Nice show, by the way. But you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like what is going on, man? Like, that's why for me, we just need the whole clear out. When people say, "Oh, the Glazers have to go. Joe Glazer has to go," but you know what? Everyone else underneath them can stay. Myrtle, Richard Arnold, all these people, they have to stay. But when you look at the establishment, and I mean the whole establishment, we have to have a revamp. There has to be a clean, fresh slate, so nobody's involved. Nobody leaves there. Like every single person in that board or in that kind of almost family tree have to go. Like I don't want to see nobody there that was there from before. The whole establishment is toxic and it's rotten to the core. It really, really is, people. And that's the only way you can sum it up. That's the only way we're gonna get back to being a proper run football club, you know? So it's just madness, man. It's absolute madness, man. She is Syrian, by the way. She's Syrian. I don't know who she is, like I said to you. I don't know who she is. Like I said, Manchester United have been advised to proceed cautiously in relation to Antony's case on the basis that police investigation ongoing both United Kingdom and Brazil. And you see Brazil, yeah, bro. Saeed, your season ticket might get cancelled. Listen, man, they can't cancel me, man. Listen, man, I can only cancel myself, and right now I'm not doing anything, mate. You get me? Like the Glazers might be watching, but I want them to watch me. You are an embarrassment. You are a disgrace, and get out of my football club. You know what I mean? I don't care, mate. If you're watching me, get out of my football club, mate. You know who you are. They know who I am anyway, man. You know what I mean? Like these guys try to basically, you know what I mean, criminalize me when I started one of the protests, and then they tried to get one of the police here to come to me and basically say, "Did you start this protest?" So I then could be criminalized. These stewards know who I am, and the police that were in around the ground, they know who I am. So I won't cancel myself. So that's what I know. I have to be ahead of the game. So and right now, that's why I'm using the word alleged. That's why I'm very careful with my language. So it's not nobody can cancel me, mate. You know what I mean? So end of the day, yeah. Manchester United can do what they want and they can watch what they want. But end of the day, you need to watch your own house. What's the old saying in life? Yeah, forgot that. Like, what's the old saying, people? Like, don't watch me, watch yourselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not my house that's burning down. It's your establishment. The whole operate Old Trafford, the roof's leaking. Worry about yourselves. Worry about yourselves, man. You know what I mean? Like, worry about yourselves. You know, that's what I say to United, man. Honestly, man, it's just a joke, man. Like, how many stories are we gonna get? Like before, what's the next story that comes out of Man United? This happens or that happens, or Myrtle's found wanting for this, and it's bro, it's yeah, that's the word, yeah. Don't throw stones from glass houses. That's the word. Don't throw stones from glass houses. You know what I mean? You want to try come to me? Come on, man. You know, what I mean? You got the Glazers now. What was the story about the Glazers today? About the shares at its lowest. The shares at Manchester United are at its lowest. Because of the news that the Glazers apparently weren't meant to leave or were meant to not be selling the football club. They're at its lowest. You know, it's an absolute joke. And like I said, man. People say someone saying, "Hey, Saeed, just stick to football, leave the football politics." Bro, this ain't football politics. This is football, man. When you got two wingers, one winger that's already gone to Getafe, one winger that's obviously Sancho, who again is under deep trouble. You got Antony now here. Listen, this affects our football club. It affects Ten Hag as well. Because now Ten Hag, will he have favoritism towards Antony? Is he going to now say, no, 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 I back my guy? No, 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 Antony's playing. Antony must play. Is he charged? No. Is he being accused? Is he being accused? Okay, fair enough. But is he being charged? No, then he's playing. So end of the day, he's going to do what he's going to do for his player. And obviously, Antony's going to say, well, hold on a minute. My mind is straight. I'm okay. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good to play, mate. And that leaves what? Palestri and Ahmad. Ahmad's not fit. So it leaves Palestri only on the right wing. You know what I mean? So it's for the manager, obviously he's thinking to himself, hold on a minute, what is going on here? What the hell is going on here? I've got a guy who is basically said something back to me and basically said, you know what? You're chatting nonsense and you're lying, basically. In a sense, let's be honest, let's not beat around the bush. What you said isn't true, and therefore you're lying. And basically, you got a guy who's under investigation. What does he do now? What does he do? Um, what is this saying there? So Crooner saying here, come on, Saeed, don't fall the media's clickbait bullshit. This is anti-United agenda, especially the likes of Mill's son. Don't fall for it. You might be needing an oil. Listen, mate, we are a football aggregate. Do you understand what we're doing here? We are talking about what's said in the news. I'm not making up allegations here. What are you talking about? Like, what are you on about here? We're not saying anything about my opinion. I'm literally talking about what's been revealed to us. So we're not falling for no bullshit. And I don't know what you're not understanding. Man United have come out today and made a statement saying basically the accusations are false. So when you come out and you basically try to defend yourself, then I don't know. Is there no smoke without fire? That's what the old saying is. You know what I mean? If you're not being accused, then I don't know. It is one of them situations where this is what's happening right in front of us. So yeah, bro, I'm telling you now, Man United have got more statements than wins. I swear to you. Wallahi, this is I don't know how many statements have we had, guys. We had Maguire's statement early on this season. We had this statement. We've had Sancho's statement. We've had Man United statement before that. We've had 5 statements already this season. Manchester United have won 2 games. Man United have had 5 statements. Statement FC. We are Statement FC, guys. I swear to you. We are like tomorrow morning, we're now gonna hear what they say, and Brazilian lawyers and whoever's over there are gonna interpret what Man United have said. And they're gonna clap back. They're gonna clap back and say, yo, listen, you man are waffling. And you know what we're gonna do? Just because you said, yeah, we denied it, and they're false as well. They've not even just said they denied it. They basically said they are false allegations. You know, what does it say here? Let me just read the statement here. It said any suggestion that the club covered up allegations is categorically false. So they have been very, very strong in what they've said. So they've clapped back very, very badly. They said any suggestion that the club covered up these allegations is categorically false. So imagine now, Manchester United come back and say, sorry, the Brazil, her lawyers or whoever, they'll come back and say, swear down. You've just said that, yeah? Say no more. You've had a Mason Mount one as well. Mason Mount's brother coming out after he had a bad game. I mean, what was his brother thinking of? Making a statement because Mason Mount had a bad game and he's telling Talksport not to get him. And again, it's probably not to do with Manchester United as a whole, but it's surrounding Manchester United. That's what it is. A couple of super chats here. Next manager, bro. Listen, that's wild. Nate said the club need to start vetting players' character. This is an absolute joke. Arnold and Merton need to go. Bring a DOF football and get a sport director. I hear you, but imagine that though. How can you vet someone though? How can you vet someone though? I mean, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, man. When you vet someone, they're only going to give you the side of the story or the side of the person that they think that they are. They're not going to give you a story of what they do in their background. Yeah, they could be an innocent guy. They could be a clean guy or a clean person they could be anyone, man. Look at Greenwood, for example. Greenwood was what, 20 when he got found out and what the allegations came. He's a young kid, man. You're just gonna think he's innocent little boy. You know what I mean? He probably goes out with the lads and drinking and that's it. He lives a youngish life, a young boyish life. Bro, how you gonna vet everyone, man? Better characters, bro. Like footballers, like I said to you, they're human beings. You can't say that you know what footballers we should treat them any differently. You basically we've learned in the last 2 or 3 years footballers are the same as us, mate. That's what we found out, bro. Lee Gunner, bro. Listen, man, more statements than signings this summer. Lee, man, This is it, man, bro. This is it. This is literally it. Most statements than silence is summer. That's even more pathetic than the wins. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, I don't think you can build character references. You know what? They're not going to be very very accurate. They're never going to be accurate, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, man. The amount of people that I've known in the past year that I thought were good people, and then bro, dodgy dealers, dodgy people. You know what I mean? You don't know behind them closed doors. You don't know what they're doing in their lives. You get me? And sometimes it's better if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's better you just turn a blind eye and say, "Listen, I don't know what that guy does." You know what I mean? And Man United probably thinking, you know, as long as he can kick a football, you know what I mean, that's what helps us, and that's what you get me. You understand? Looking for players that don't go out partying. Again, every player parties. Every player goes out to party. If you're Muslim, obviously, if you're Muslim, you don't go out drinking. You might go and party, but you don't go out drinking, etc., etc. Da, 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 da. Okay, there's certain people who are Christian and they're very religious. They might not go out drinking, but majority of players, you know what I mean? Like they'll go the part football lifestyle includes a lot of partying, a lot of house parties, a lot of events that you get told to go. You meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of third parties. When you look at it, you know what I mean? Like it's when people invite you to places as well. Then you meet this girl, and then this girl wants to take advantage of you, or maybe she has an interest in you in certain other ways, or and then you get sucked in, and then then money gets involved. There's a lot of things, man, and you got to be careful as to what person you're choosing, what person you're surrounding yourself with. Who you surrounding yourself with. Like, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. There's a lot to kind of have in this world. So, I wouldn't necessarily say it's you know it's down to person and what they're doing in their life. Bro, you don't know what they're doing. Big up to the cause. Football are doing the most forever. Social media wasn't back then. Jose told you, don't worship them. Some are awful who be. Well, there you go. There you go. You know what I mean? Some people are clean, man. You get me? Some people are clean, but again, you don't know what the people are doing. It's and also money. Money, they have an abundance of money, people. The amount of money they have, yeah. What do you do with that money? Some of them you either invest in it or you go buy houses, you go buy property. Some people buy football clubs, people buy fashion brands, people buy clothing lines. But sometimes you get that money and it may change you. You might think to yourself, you know what, I've got all this money in the world. I'm gonna be I'm dog's bollocks. I'm like, you know what, let's have it. And you might start thinking you're all it, and you might start thinking women are objects, and you start might throwing like money at women, and then they don't like it, and then they might say no, and then when they do get rejected, then they start maybe gets a bit violent, and you know what I mean? Like it's just you don't know what goes on, man. You don't know what goes on, man. Like it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy, guys. One point, yeah, Saka, yeah, lives with his parents in the house. He got him humble as fuck. You know what? But then again, not everyone wants to live with their parents, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it is, yeah. If I could have a mansion, if it was a big mansion, yeah, and my parents were there, it depends on how many brothers and sisters I've got, though, because I've got a big family, and I wouldn't want every single person to live in the house. Like that would just get crazy. So when I come back from football, I've got a house that's fucking everyone's shouting, everyone's crying. But if it's only two people and you live with your mum and dad, I wouldn't mind that. To be honest with you, you have your part of the house, the parents have their part of the house. When it's time for family, we come together. You know what I mean? So, um, whatever it takes to this to drop hook or crook. But the thing is, though, Real Zlatan, that's if he's been charged. Right now, should he not be allowed to play? When you deep it, he's not been charged. She's only given her side of the story. When you realize it, should he be charged? When he's charged, like Mason Greenwood was, that's when you can say, right, he needs to be out of the team. But until he's charged, can you drop him? He is still innocent according to the law. You can't drop him, really. When he then is charged, that's when the club can say, right, you're under investigation. We can't take the heat. You know what? We're gonna drop you. It's too much for the team. It's too much for the just the public perception of what people think of Man United. Again, Ten Hag might say, my eyes are bleeding watching him. I hear you, but that isn't an excuse to drop him. You know what I mean? So it is one of them, man. Greenwood was charged, wasn't he? He was charged. Um, was he not? When was he charged? Let me find out the timeline of Greenwood. When was it? Yeah, it was October, 15th of October. Manchester United, Mason Greenwood are charged with attempted rape. So he was charged. So that was literally after when it happened. So he was charged. So obviously then if Antony is charged, then rightly so. You have to keep the same energy, guys. You know what I mean? Whether you think of him, the person or not, you have to keep the same energy. And it has to be the same principle applied for both. You both have to be dropped is what it is. What could you do? Because again, the football club are not gonna have it. And final Thursday, with all the big money spendings and profile it brings, we need to look at into bringing the youth system again. I hope Hoyland gets protected. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But again, with Hoyland, different. Like I don't know how Scandinavians are like. People have different cultures, man. I always think with Brazilians, they love the party lifestyle. And again, I'm not stereotyping Brazilians. I just is what I understand of Brazilians. They love the party lifestyle. Some people are quiet, but they love the party lifestyle. And obviously that, what I mean, with everything that goes on, you don't know what kind of lifestyle they live. So that in that self, it's one of them where what do you do then? What do you do then? Big up to Debbie. Big up to Debbie. Appreciate the super chat. CR7 signing, Man United in Dudu Kareem. Why are you smiling? CR7, it happens because I left town. They are losing their minds, crashing and burning. Alex Ferguson, are you returning? CR7 said they're missing me right now. But there you go. I actually don't know what I just read, but yeah, where is this from? Where's this from, bro? Debbie, let me know what this is from. I'm not gonna lie to you. I appreciate the donation, but sometimes I need to understand what this means, Debbie. Is this from a in Dudu Kareem? What's Dudu Kareem? Dudu Kareem. Wallahi, I don't know. I'm sorry, you've lost me. Wallahi, listen, bro, I respect the super chat, but wallahi, I don't know what you're talking about. Debbie, please let me know what you're talking about here. I don't know. Dudu, what is it? I don't know. But I appreciate the super chat though. Dude, yeah, listen. Shout out to Debbie though for sending the super chat as always, man. But that just shows you what Man United is right now. We are just that, and that is what Man United are. So you know what? That probably explains what Manchester United are right now. That is literally what we are right now. We're just a lot of doo doo. There are a lot of madness going on. Um, so yeah, that's what it is. Big up to Mohammed. He says, Brother Saeed, you lot have to drop him. Opposite Fajr will rip him from wholesale, affecting his crap even further. They went off to Zuma for kicking a cat. Imagine this. Bro, Zuma's still getting cussed out. But you know what? They will what do you call it? Zuma, you know what it is with the Zuma situation? Like he just got over it right now. And I feel like for me, I don't know if people are saying it around grounds, but Manchester United, yeah, we're still getting chants from Cristiano Ronaldo. I remember the Cristiano Ronaldo song, like I said to you, still gets put out on social media. Then it was a Greenwood song, and now it's Antony. So imagine now the chance even more now. It's not a good reputation, man. You know what I mean? That a club, you know what I mean, doesn't really have any reputation itself anyway for the mess that goes on anymore. People don't respect Manchester United anymore. They look at us and they laugh at us right now. We are not that club that that you know what, people just come here and say, I respect Manchester United. What do we respect? What is there to respect about Manchester United anymore? It's an absolute shithole. The roof's leaking. You know what I mean? They've only just sprayed a lot of paint around Old Trafford. I mean, it's old, the toilets stink. It's a shambles from top to bottom. They can't figure out when they're gonna sell the football club. They are just a mess. And this is almost like a kind of a pillar from that. These allegations are just literally a minuscule of what the greater damage this football club is right now. It's crazy. Big up to my filler, Ark. What a name. City fan here, but just wanted to say Manchester United. Ha 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 ha. Okay, mate. Thanks for that. Appreciate the super chat, but yeah, please don't laugh again. You know what I mean? Um, Big up to Lee Gunner says Zuma had the same PR agency as Mason Mount, and the woman who is their PR person was Beckham's after the red card for Santino. Look how quick the cat thing went away. MM7 was PR. She was journalist for twerking. Yeah, I've heard about that, And you know what? I've heard about all the articles she's done for Mason Mount. It says that any time he's been in a situation where, he's been under pressure, they've put out a story or he's done something to kind of improve his PR. Same with Rashford, really. Rashford's got a good PR team. I mean, you just got to look at his statements from last year. How many statements did he do last year, man? Or the year before, sorry, the year before, when he was under better pressure. He did a lot of statements as well. So we are Statements FC, man. That's what we are, man. We're trying to paint out there's a positive image about Man United, when in reality, it's not. We've got a mask on. We've literally got a mask on. Our mask, yeah, right now is trying to portray that we're basically this amazing football club. But inside, yeah, you've got wrinkles, you've got spots, you've got all sorts of like madness going on there. Acne, you name it, man. I mean, like everything is mad. You got bruises, everything. It's absolutely crazy. Uh, Debbie says here 4-2-2 Oons, real indeed shot after the game against Barca. Huh? Real and deep shot after what? 4-2-2 Oons, real and deep shot after the game against Barca. Again, voila, you've lost me. You've lost me. You've lost me. Again, you know what, Debbie, I don't know, man. How many drinks have you had today, Debbie? Have you had a few drinks tonight? Lay off the drinks, Debbie. I hope you're well, Debbie. I hope you're well. Big Ben says, hey, Scandinavia, alcohol is a big part here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what it is? It is. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yo, big up Debbie, man. Debbie's making me smile, man. Debbie's making me smile, yo. That's puzzles, man. This is 10:37, my guy. You know what I mean, Debbie? I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But big up to Debbie, though, man. She's keeping our minds active. That's what it's about, man. Keeping your minds active. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Guys, I don't know where this situation goes, man. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a news reporter in a minute, man. We should be chilling, international break, relaxing. Um, but yeah, it seems to be more dramas than a circus. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here that again, yeah, nothing. And again, right now, do, if Manchester United do, sorry, if Antony does get what do you call it, charged, and he is found guilty. Wow, that means we've basically got 85 million waste there. Yeah, right there. You know what I mean? And Manchester United then have got to either send him out on loan again, like we're doing Mason Greenwood, or they've got to sell him. And again, who's going to take him? I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's another loss that United are gonna have to make because nobody's gonna buy him for what? How much is he worth, by the way, people? If you were to say how much Antony was worth in this market right now, how much is he worth, people? Be honest. How much is he worth, people? How much is he worth in this market right now? I'll probably say because he's young, Brazilian, I'd say 30 million, 30 million, 30 million, 20, 45, 15, 30, 35, 5 million. 30, 40. I think maybe Saudi would take him. Saudi, 40, 10 million, 20 is a bit, yeah, that's crazy. But people, again, I get people. People are going to say, sell him anyway. He's rubbish anyway. I get it. I get that. But in reality, let's all be mindful because a lot of people's energy was, let's keep Greenwood and he's good. So we're now saying, let's not keep Antony because he's shit. Like, let's have the same energy in it. So that's all I would say right now. But it don't look good reading, man. It don't look good reading at all, people. Um, but yeah, he'll be in jail for years, Saeed, if he's done it. Imagine going to jail in England as a Brazilian Man United player. Boy, I don't know, man. This is what I'm trying to say. The situation that is happening in Manchester, But again, with I don't know what the actual charge, but for domestic abuse nowadays, I don't know what severity of it is nowadays and what the likely sentence term is. But it tells your football career is done when you deep it in terms of England. That's for say you won't get opportunity to play for England ever again. Like that's it done. Obviously, in another country, they might see it a different way. You know, they might want to bring you in again. Another country might want to buy him, and they still think, right, it happened, it allegedly happened, or it didn't happen in my country, so we'll take him back. So is he guilty if he's going to jail in Brazil or the UK? No, it will happen in the UK. If the situation happened in the UK, it will basically be trialed in the UK. So it will be in the UK. So it won't be anywhere else. It'll be in the UK. But how long does this trial go for? Remember the Mason Greenwood trial? It happened in October 2020. Was it 2022 or 2021? Guys, was it October 2022? Yeah. No, 2021. 2021, innit? Damn, October 2021, people. So it was October 2021. So that only his charges against him were dropped in February 2023. So that's a long time, man. When you deep it, look, February 2023 is when, like I said, 2 years, 2 years, people, we found out that basically the case was dropped because obviously um the charges on her side. What's this story here? So yeah, listen, that's what I'm saying. It took 2 years for it to happen, 18 months. So again, for him to not be playing football for the next 2 years, it's obviously not good for him, but he wouldn't want that to happen. He would rather look for a move away. Sharon says here, I said, Man United are like Netflix now. As a Liverpool fan, I'm enjoying this series right now. Big up, say, love your channel, even as a rival. Big up to everybody who's a rival here. Like I said, we're just all here to have our own football opinion. Um, he's done, mate. Yeah, listen, uh, many police are involved. It will take place in the UK. They'll throw the book at him if his evidence is there. He'll be destroyed in Wormswood Scrubs. Bro, listen, you get me? He'll be in there, mate, and there's no money. It's not like America or else. Like in America, I don't know if you can just come out of bail or da da da. You can you can pay yourself out of situations, but in the UK, man, there ain't no paying money or anything like that, mate. You know what I mean? You're straight in prison and that's it. Simple. Mackay players aren't being targeted. No conspiracy here. Uh, they are simply being exposed much easier in this day of social media. In 90s, 2000s was easier to deny. Yeah, of course. Because there weren't no social media. There weren't probably no CCTV cameras. There weren't nothing. You know what I mean? Let's be real. So obviously you then had to base it on little evidence here and there, or would it say hearsay evidence, or you would have to have an alibi. You would have to have some people to kind of help you in that regard. But right now, this one's here, CCTV evidences. Apparently, she's got videos. Apparently, she's got, I don't know if she's got voice notes, but she's got something on his sleeve. And he's just thinking to himself, you know what? How can I get the situation here? He could pay her off. And this is on his part. He could say to her, yo, how can we resolve this? Can I pay you X amount of million? But I don't think she's ready for that money. I think she's done from him. She's like, you know what? I want justice. I want you to be locked up. That's what she wants. She don't want no, I don't think she wants any money. Well, that's what, if she's taking it to this lengths and she's got Brazilian court, I don't know if she'll want the money. She wants justice. My brother, don't worry, you got Super 7 Mount Judge Best Region. Yeah, smash the likes button on the video. There's 1.5k in here. And I don't even think we've even hit 500 likes. What's going on, people, man? We've not even hit 500 likes. You man, admit. Yeah, 407 likes, guys. Let's get up to 700 likes. You sure she's got videos? Well, I don't know. They said there was evidences. Let me go back to the evidences that she said. There was evidence that she had. I don't know if it's videos. Let me just find out. Uh, let me just see. No, no, she just got pictures so far. Oh shit, is that from him? Shit. Let's see this here. So basically, this is the only evidence that apparently is from her. So obviously you got the cut there to the hand, you got the bleeding on the head, and you got the bruises on there. So again, it's one of them, man. What do you say? What do you do? Obviously, he's been dropped from the national team as well, people. So yeah, it's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to take in. Again, I don't know what she's put forward to evidence. They're just pictures that have been leaked by Brazil. So, but someone in Brazil has leaked them things out to the public, whether it's done on purpose to bring exposure to the case, or whether someone's just kind of leaked it out. It's a different scenario anyway. But obviously, right now, that's where it is. She said she has videos apparently. There you go, then. There you go. Big up to Killis. Big up to the right winger's curse, bro. Bro, that might be the comment of the day, man. That right wingers might be cursed, man. What is going on with that right wing, man? Bro, Greenwood, you got Sancho, who's meant to be our right winger. He's now abandoned for obviously completely different reasons. And now Antony, bro, what is going on with that right wing, man? It's mad. That right wing is crazy, man. Smash the likes, people. Number 7 curse too, yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man. I should not have said that one there. Um Hassan Tariq says, question for you. What do you think of a background as a player when they sign for a club just to like medical to avoid it? Listen, I talked about it before. You can't really you can't really you can't really talk about that. You know what I mean? But we said it, you can't really judge it. You can't really judge it, bro. How can you tell if someone's a good guy or not? I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know what you're doing behind closed doors. I mean, I'm not trying to say that you're doing anything, but I could say of first hand if I meet you, you're a good guy and da da da. But you might be doing next shit and whatnot. So I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You can only project or portray you are this innocent person and you're a good guy, you're a good family guy. But behind closed doors, you could be a monster. You know, you could be a madman that does mad shit behind closed doors. You don't know, man. Yeah, obviously on the other side of it, obviously if he's falsely accused, then she needs to be charged for false allegations, like properly. If she's obviously if it's found out that obviously she what do you call it, has made these allegations and they're all false and she basically um accused him of something that he didn't do, then obviously again she needs to be charged for as well for false allegations, etc. etc. It swings both ways, man. You have to be fair in this law. Osama says, keep in mind the Brazilian justice system is very different to the Western countries. The process is very different, so there might be two investigations. Yeah, but the thing is, though, he he then like, how can he be charged for something that he did in the UK? Like, he did it in the UK. So how does it affect what's happening in Brazil? I don't get that. I don't get that, people. So for him to get charged over there in Brazil, I don't know how that would work because he happened in South Manchester in a hotel called Hyatt Regency, which is a five-star hotel. People, you got apartments in there. People stay over there for matches. Away teams stay over there as well. So you know, his own mother is accusing him. What? It can't exactly. There you go, Lee. It's a UK law. Yeah, appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Of course, man. Some countries have rules if their citizens commit crimes. Okay. Okay. So in Brazil, if you commit a crime in a different country, you still can be. Oh, I didn't know that. Let me see which countries committing crimes overseas. Brazil law. Uh, yeah, this is long. Yeah, this is all gibberish to me. Yeah, but listen, that needs that's yeah, that's gonna take me a long time to understand all of that. Yeah, but listen, I don't know in it the ins and outs in it, but ultimately, you know what I mean. It's one of them where you can be extradited, but again, irrelevant to the UK case. There you go. That's why the Spain manager being charged by Spanish court for sexual assault, even though it happened in New Zealand. But it did, but yeah, that's true. That's true. That's also true. Yeah, because the girl's Spanish, and then obviously she's done it there. Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. But at the same time, like I said to you, UK law is different. So it's not happened in this country. So in that country, bro, United made a real deal with the devil. Bro, since the Shaitan got announced, I know we are the Red Devils. I know that's our badge. But the way we made it to a devil in front of us, since that day, since that time, it's been all bad news for United. All bad news. Since that time, mate. So I don't know, man. If that devil is it's done something to us, man. You get me? It's crazy. Australia as well. Oh my God, New Zealand involved too. No, no, New Zealand. He's talking about the thingy. He's talking about the situation over there. Um, yeah. But yeah, listen, people. I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's been a pleasure. I didn't meant to. It was meant to only go on for half an hour, but I don't know how I've ended up staying for an hour. That's crazy. But guys, please smash the like button on the video. Let's get up to 500 likes. There's 487 likes. Please hit the like button, people. It doesn't cost you a penny. It helps the channel out. It helps us to grow. Subscribe if you are new. If you're new around here, we're trying to reach to the next step is 80,000. We're now on 71 point. I think it's 100. Not sure. Yeah, I think it is. So yeah, if you are new, get us up the ladder. Get us up going there. Yeah, we're nearly on 71.200. We are flying, people. Let's get to 80K. Can we get to 80K by the end of the year? Who knows, man? Who knows? You guys support the channel out massively, so who knows? Big up Lee Gunner coming in the chat, man. Big up to you, man, mate. And like I said, if I've said anything that's offended anyone, then I apologize. But I've come across very, very informative, very, very balanced. And like I said to you, try to explain the way in the possible way as possible. So yeah, guys, big up to everybody who's here. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and hopefully I don't have to be live again for any other breaking news. Guys, see you soon.